Science with Verity. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Science with Verity. Today we're going to talk about proteins and the tiny molecules that make them, with a little bit of help from polyprotein. Starting at the beginning, proteins are large molecules that vary from species to species. The shape of one protein is different to that of a different type of protein. Proteins are what the whole body comes down to, the building blocks of life. In Greek, protein means of first importance. An amino acid is the basic monomer unit which form the protein. The picture is of an amino acid. It is split into 4 parts. Every amino acid has a central carbon atom to which the 4 groups are attached. The amino group, highlighted in a green box, is the basic group from which the amino bit of the name is formed. The carboxyl group, highlighted in red, is the acid group, which forms the acid part of its name. There is the hydrogen atom in a yellow box, and the R group is in orange. This can be a variety of chemical groups. The R group is different for every amino acid. Like other monomers, amino acids bond together to form a linear chain of amino acids. This forms a polypeptide. This is also known as the primary structure of the protein. It is this structure that ultimately determines the shape and function, as the shape is specific to the function of the protein. The linked amino acids have NH and CO groups on either side. The H of the NH group is positive and the O of the CO group is negatively charged. These groups form weak bonds called hydrogen bonds. There are 2 main shapes that are formed: an alpha helix or a beta pleated sheet. This is known as the secondary structure. The tertiary structure of a protein is formed through the further bonding of the polypeptide, through the reactions of the R group. There are 3 types: disulfide bonds, which are very strong, ionic bonds between any leftover NH and CO groups, but these are broken by changes in the pH level. Hydrogen bonds are numerous but easily broken. It is this shape which determines the function of the enzyme. Some large proteins have a quaternary structure. These are formed when polypeptide chains bond with each other and prosthetic groups to form large protein molecules. Proteins are digested by enzymes, and enzymes are made from protein. Polypeptides are broken into dipeptides, and from those into amino acids through hydrolysis. The enzyme is responsible. Hydrolysis is the addition of water to the bond, which then forms 2 separate amino acids. Enzymes each have a specific active site. This active site forms temporary bonds with a substrate that has the same or a similar shape as the active site. The enzyme catalyses the hydrolysis reaction, and the substrate breaks into the products. The bonding of the enzyme and substrate is called the enzyme-substrate complex. When an enzyme denatures, it ceases to function as the substrate no longer fits the active site. The active site is affected by changes in the conditions. Temperature, pH levels, and the substrate concentration all affect the functionality of an enzyme. Proteins are, as we know, made of amino acids. There are 20 types of amino acid that humans need. Proteins are found in most red meats, fish, dairy, and egg products. We have to eat protein because 9 of the amino acids that we need cannot be made within the body, and so are absorbed from food. The other 11 can be formed within the body. This is a table of all of the amino acids that the human body needs. Essential amino acids are amino acids that must be obtained daily from our diet, as the body doesn't store them due to toxicity of a buildup of amino acids. Non-essential and conditional amino acids are the amino acids that the body can form by itself through biosynthesis. So, to sum up on proteins and amino acids. Proteins make up nearly everything in our bodies. They are made from chains of amino acids called polypeptides. There are 4 structures: primary, secondary, tertiary, and quaternary. The body needs 20 different amino acids, 9 from food and 11 synthesized in the body. Thank you for watching.